Hi everyone, my name is Richard Wells. I've been teaching students and teachers for over 20 years now, and nothing says that education needs to be more reflective on itself than the fact that we've been using PowerPoint for 30 years, and still we all know that tomorrow many teachers will create some pretty bad slides in terms of handing over information to students. So here's a few little quick tips I give my staff in my school. Here's an example slide which isn't too bad actually. The image is high quality, there aren't too many words on the screen, the title is underlined, and it's fairly tidy. But it suffers from a number of key issues that students have to deal with when they're looking at our slides. The number one is the fact that it's white. It sounds really strange to say this, but we need to stop using white slides. If it's up on a projector or a TV, you are literally asking your students to stare at a light bulb. So it's always advised to not use white slides. The second one is to section off information on the slides. There's a title, a subtitle, and content. It's really good to section those off so we know where the content is, where the titles are. I'll show you the updated version in a second. I've got a thing against bullet points, and there are trillions of bullet points created every day and they all blur into one. And also from a teaching aspect, numbered points are much more useful when you're actually teaching, because you can refer to number 3, have you done number 4, etc., and without having to describe the bullet points. Most slides are not there to improve literacy or reading, they are there to give information and instructions, so reducing the text down to the core message is so important. I'm going to reduce the text of this slide by 50% and still have the same instructions. The last thing I want to add is that this image is pretty good quality. You want a high quality image that is relevant, very relevant to the actual slide, and not just a random distraction, which a lot of images end up being. So here's the updated version. You can see here, same 5 instructions now numbered. So I can refer in class to make sure you've done number 5, etc. You can see it's very clearly defined between the title and the content. The image now gets all the way to the bottom, and because I'm no longer looking at a light bulb, a white slide, I'm going to have a lot more of my students giving this slide a proper look at and a proper go, because there's less to deal with and it's easier to deal with when they do. So I hope that's helped, give you some ideas of how to improve your next slide. Kia ora from New Zealand, and hope that helped.